Hi, I'm Ori and I'm the Starlight Witch. So I haven't posted a video in over a month, so I do apologize. And the reason for it is because I've been struggling quite a bit mentally, so I wasn't able to get up and make a video like I used to. And that is why I'm making today's video, which is about how you can continue to do witchcraft or be a Hellenic Pagan while on low energy or struggling mentally. I feel like because of social media, a lot of people think that witchcraft or Hellenic paganism has to be super complicated. You have to do rituals all the time or complex spells, and while also being aesthetic throughout the entire time. But that is not true at all. And in today's video, I'm going to show you ways you can continue in your practices while being low energy. So I hope you enjoy. So by the time this video comes out, it's actually going to be over 2 months since I last posted. So I do apologize. However, filming this has taken a long time. So I personally can't function properly if my space is a mess. So I started by cleaning my room, which was an absolute mess because I hadn't cleaned it for quite a few weeks now. And it actually took me a few days to actually fully get it clean. This video has been taken throughout weeks. So first I want to say that it's okay if you are struggling, whether it's mentally, physically, or spiritually. And you can take your time, and it is okay to struggle while trying to get out of a struggle. So I cleaned my room, cleaned my altars, and I also showered to cleanse myself. And I also cut my hair, or just my bangs. If you noticed in the beginning of the video, they were covering my eyes and I could not see. So every time I cut my hair, I am cutting away old energy that I no longer need and releasing it from myself, allowing for new growth. What I personally think is a very simple way to get back into things is using art. So I have had this little candlestick holder on an altar that I made out of clay, and I have been needing to paint it, but I haven't. I finally decided to paint that, and you can use color magic while doing this. So I used white to bring purity, and then the green I used as a connection to nature and to bring prosperity. Meditation is always a great way to release old energy and bring new energy in, and it personally just makes me feel better after I've done it. You could always stretch, which physically releases energy. It just personally makes me always feel better. You could also go and learn new information and write it down in your Book of Shadows or Book of Magic or whatever you call it. I personally have a lot of information that is just on my phone that I need to transfer to my Book of Magic. So spending time doing that is an easy way to continue doing witchcraft, but you're also not doing anything complex. For me, it's very simple because I already have all the information. I just need to write it down. You can also, and if you are seeing this, you are already doing this, but you can watch videos on witchcraft or Hellenic paganism. So you are learning, you are interacting with it, even if you are not personally doing it yourself. You could also read or do research on witchcraft. And I am reading a new book I got called The Comfy Cozy Witch's Guide to Making Magic in Everyday Life by Jenny Blonde. And I felt like this was an appropriate book to read while in a time of struggle and trying to get back into things. You could also read on Hellenic paganism or polyism, and I chose Greek Religion by Walter Burkert. You could pray to Osiris, the goddess of depression and woe, and I wrote this prayer for her. Lady Osiris, Lady of Misery and Depression, Daughter of Greatness, I call to you with respect. I ask of you with humility. Please loosen your grasp on me. Set me free from your heavy hold. Great Osiris, with this offering I leave for you. Free me from the cycle of emotional woe. And then I also prayed to Lady Euphrosyne, the goddess of joy. Lady Euphrosyne, goddess of mirth, joyful daughter of thundering Zeus, I leave this offering for you and ask of you, please bless me with your mirth, bring joy back into my days. Please, O Lady Euphrosyne, let me feel the dancing joy of life once again. You could always talk to the gods and tell them about your struggles. It doesn't have to be a formal prayer. You don't need to be asking for them to change something. You can just tell them. The gods are good listeners and they do not judge. I know it can be hard to start things, but if you already have something picked out, it is a bit easier. So something you could do is write very simple, not complex things down on a piece of paper. And I just wrote most of the things I did in this video. Here is my list. After that, you are going to cut out or rip out the things that you wrote. Then you are going to roll them up and add them into a container of your choice. And then when you are ready to pick something, you just grab a random piece of paper out, read what it says, and if you really don't want to do it, you can put it back and grab a different one, or you can complete the task, which personally always makes me feel better, even if it's only one thing. That's all I have for today's video. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you are able to get back into your craft or your spirituality or religion. I hope you enjoyed and have a good day.